Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Part 5, deals with the relationship between the Federation and the provinces. As we know, I'm assuming that we all know that Pakistan, the political system of the Pakistan is bicameral legislation in which there are two parts, two assemblies. Okay. So the one is the National Assembly that is also known as federal legislation, and other is provincial assembly. So there is a relationship between them, between and both of these assemblies. It doesn't mean like federation is a isolated unit and provinces are the more isolated and they can do the things in isolation and without any concerns about the province and federation. Nothing is going to be happen like that. They both are related together in a very concise, very I mean the powers are related together. I mean if a federal government is doing something, it has some association and concerns with province and another thing. So the chapter one is, as other parts also has chapter, this is the chapter one that deals with the distribution of the legislative. So if there will be no distribution and nothing and the distribution and there will be no certain things about the um, responsibilities of the federation and the province, it might be possible that there are the controversies. So for that, this written constitution clarify who is responsible for what and who can do what and who can't do that thing. So the first thing is chapter number 1, distribution of the legislative powers. Extend to federal and provincial laws, sub article 4141. Subject to the constitution, Majlis-e-Shura, Parliament may make laws including laws having extraterritorial operation for the whole any part of Pakistan. It can make any laws, including laws that have extraterritorial operation for the whole or any part of the Pakistan, and a provincial assembly make laws for the provinces in any part of there. So province can make for the provincial parts, any part of which comes in the province, and federal governments or the parliament and the Majlis-e-Shura can make laws that can be contain any part of Pakistan, any part. It is the right. So this is here we can see the margin of. So this is the responsibility of the federation. Okay. And this is deals with the responsibility of the provinces. So from here, it clears like what a provincial assembly can do and what a Majlis-e-Shura or parliament can do. So about this thing, this chapter is made. I hope that things are clear. Subject to the constitution, Majlis-e-Shura, parliament. I will use just word parliament. Shall have exclusive powers to make laws with respect to any matter in the federal legislative list. Parliament and a provincial assembly shall have power to make law with respect to criminal law, criminal procedure, and evidence. Subject to paragraph B, a provincial assembly shall in parliament shall not have power to make law with respect to any matter not emanated in the federal legislative list. Sorry for that. A provincial assembly shall in Majlis Parliament shall have the power to make law with respect to any matter not enumerated in the federal legislative list. Paragraph B, provincial assembly shall in Majlis-e-Shura, parliament shall not have power to make laws with respect to any matter not emanated in the Parliament shall have exclusive power to make law with respect to all matters pertaining to such areas in the federation as are not included in the provinces. Inconsistencies between federal and provincial law. in any provision of Act of Provisional Assembly is repugnant to any provision of Act of Parliament which Majlis-e-Shura is competent to enact, then the Act of the Parliament, whether passed before or after the Act of the Provisional Assembly, shall prevail. I mean, we can't do this. This is very difficult thing. Leave this thing. Those things that are not necessary to quote in the right in the exams are not important, and they should not be made in the paper. Only those things that can be the part of the exam we can write. These are the extra informations, because the Constitution of Pakistan is a detailed and lengthy constitution consisting of the 280 articles, and each article have different parts. It is not possible to remind all and to keep all in the mind. Okay. Power of the Parliament to legislate for one or more provinces by consent. If one or more provincial assembly pass resolutions to effect that Parliament may by law regulate any matter not enumerated in the federal legislation list, in the fourth schedule, it shall be the lawful for Parliament to pass an act for the regulating the matter accordingly. But any act so passed may, as respect any province to which it applies, be amended or repealed by the act of. I don't think these things are. You people can keep this in mind. This was about the chapter 1. Chapter 1, we can discuss about the legislative power of the province and assembly, that federal legislative bills and the thing will deal with any part, whole part around the world, whole part. Okay, so this is Pakistan legislature. This is considered as circle as Pakistan. So federal parliament, okay, can make laws that can affect any area of the Pakistan, okay, any area, this area, that area. And obviously these areas can be the part of any province, but for the provincial assembly, if this is the Sindh province, okay, this is the Sindh province, the Sindh provincial assembly can make the laws for this area only. It can't make the laws that will implement in the Balochistan or the KPK or the other things. So this is the article, what was the article? 141? Let recap it, 141, yes, this one. This is the only thing we can quote in the exam. The rest are for the just for the reading purpose, like this, but we can't quote. These are not making it the sense at all for me. So for me, this video was purpose for this article 41.41, 141, sorry, and chapter 1, distribution of the legislative power, and this is also coming in line with 141. Okay, so this is about today's video. I will make another video and simple, and I will keep the video simple and easy and useful. It doesn't mean to make the long video just for the sake of, just wasting my time and yours time. The thing should be the concise and useful that we can use in the exams. Thank you.